Tonight, Abilene police say they are continuing the investigation into a former youth pastor arrested in Mexico after a nearly 4-year-long manhunt. Jeffrey Forrest remains locked up in the Taylor County Jail tonight, where a woman protested, saying her son was one of his first victims. KTEX's reporter Daniela Ibarra spoke with that woman about why she drove from the Panhandle here to Abilene, in a story you'll only see here on KTEX.
A moment that brings a mother one step closer to closure. Former Abilene youth pastor Jeffrey Forrest booked into the Taylor County Jail on Saturday, a day after he was captured in Mexico after being on the run for nearly 4 years.
I don't feel like the bars are big enough and the walls are tight enough for him.
Hours after she heard the news of Forrest's capture,
I heard it on Mother's Day.
Patrice was compelled to make the 4-hour drive from Amarillo to Abilene on Sunday evening.
We have waited over 20 years. We are ready for this to be finalized.
Back in 1998, Patrice says she was the first to report Forrest to Abilene police after her then 8-year-old son described being sexually abused at Pioneer Drive Baptist Church. She says the case was dropped due to a lack of evidence.
This has been really hard on our family. I feel like we were ostracized.
To protect her son, who is now in his 30s, Patrice asked us not to use her last name. Patrice says when the accusations were first made, people didn't believe her. But Patrice says what she believes Forrest did to her son changed him forever.
I lost that little boy. I don't have the same son anymore. My son used to be happy. He used to believe in God. Now, unfortunately, he doesn't.
While she's glad Forrest is behind bars, Patrice says she won't feel true peace until Forrest faces his actions in court.
As far as I'm concerned, he deserves to spend the rest of his life in jail and his life taken away from him as he took my son's life.
Daniela Ibarra, KTEX News.
Forrest is being held at the Taylor County Jail on a $3 million bond and a federal hold meant to prevent his release.